Our intent for today is all about responsibility. It's really the heart of it. Because I find that whenever things are not quite working out as I had hoped, whether it's in business or in a relationship or in life or whatever it is, there's generally one of two places I really need to look. And one is actually just at the skills. Because sometimes, like whether it's in work or a relationship, sometimes I recognize I might just not have developed the skills that I need to get the thing that I want or to get it how I expected to get it, right? But nevertheless, that can change. And the only way it's going to change is through taking action. And taking that action requires my responsibility to show up. The other place to look is in the mirror. And it's something deeper, right? That's creating some sort of blockage, some story or some limiting belief or something else, right? That's preventing me from being able to really step into, say, thinking I deserve the thing that I really want, right? Fully. And so there's some weird interplay between old beliefs and thoughts that's keeping me from actually taking action in the way that would get me the thing. Okay, so today it's all about, here we are practicing the skills. But yeah, see where in your life and where in your practice you can take a little bit more responsibility. So for example, if your mind wants to like wander off into the present or into the past or into the future, can you at least for this call, at least for this practice, say, no, I'm going to pay attention to my body, right? I'm going to stick right here. I'm going to take responsibility for what I'm feeling and not just blame what you're feeling on something outside of this moment, because that is a powerful skill to have. Okay, so go ahead and sit up tall. Actually, let's go ahead and lay back on our backs. Let's dive into abs. Have your roll nearby. Actually, grab the roll. We'll do abs with a roll. We're diving right in today. Okay. Abs with a roll. Place the roll in between your thighs and give it a squeeze. From there, hands behind the back of the head. Abs with a roll, stage 1, feet stay on the floor. Take a big inhale, expand your lungs. Hold your breath, root your low back to the floor, curling your tailbone up. Squeeze the roll. Exhale, reach elbows up, curl head and shoulders up off the mat, reach your armpits up, pull your belly down, squeeze the roll. Inhale, control, lower your head back down to the mat. Hold your breath, squeeze the roll, press your low back into the floor, curling your tailbone up. Exhale, curl head and shoulders straight up like you're reaching your elbows up towards the ceiling. Pull belly down. Inhale, lower head and shoulders back down. You can stay at stage 1 or lift your feet up, knees above hips for stage 2. Take a huge inhale. Hold your breath. Press low back down, squeeze the roll. Exhale, reach elbows and armpits up, curling head and shoulders and shoulder blades off the mat. Pull belly down. Inhale, slowly lower your head back down to the floor. Hold your breath. Press your low back into the floor, squeeze the roll. Exhale, curl head and shoulders off the mat, spread your toes out, relax your jaw muscles. Give the roll a second squeeze. Pull belly down. Inhale, slowly lower head and shoulders down, fully fill up with air. Decide if you want to go to stage 3, which is straightening your legs right up towards the ceiling. Hold your breath, press the low back down, squeeze the roll with your thighs like you're going to reach your ankles towards one another. Exhale, reach elbows up, armpits up, head up. Pull belly muscles down. Inhale, lower head and shoulders back down. Hold your breath, press low back down, squeeze the roll. Exhale, curl head and shoulders up, reach elbows towards your ankles or up towards ceiling and pull belly muscles down. Inhale, head and shoulders back down to the mat. Hold your breath, press low back down, squeeze the roll. Exhale, reach elbows up, curling head and shoulders up. Try and keep your shoulder blades up as much as you can. Pull belly down, give the roll a second squeeze. Inhale, lower head and shoulders down, feet down. Go ahead and remove your roll for frog lifting through or straddle lifting through. For straddle lifting through, now you'll reach your legs up to the ceiling once again, and then your legs separate out into a straddle. Okay, if this is too much or your hamstring injured, you bend the knees, you come into frog. Okay? Hands stay behind the back of the head. Go ahead and reach your legs up, knees bent or legs straight. Inhale, open up the legs into a straddle or a frog position. Exhale everything out right there. Inhale, curl head and shoulders off the mat. Exhale, reach your pubic bone towards your navel, curling your tailbone off the mat. Reach through the inner arches of your feet. Pull belly muscles down. Inhale, fully relax in the pelvis. Let your low back flatten onto the floor. Exhale, curl your pubic bone towards your navel. Reach out through the insides of the knees this time. Keep reaching your legs out and away. Pull belly muscles down. Inhale, lower down in the pelvis. Exhale, curl pubic bone towards navel. Reach out with your knees. Reach up with your elbows. Pull belly down. Inhale, relax in the pelvis. Exhale, curl pubic bone towards navel. Reach your sit bones up towards the ceiling. Pull belly muscles down. Inhale, relax in the pelvis. Exhale, head down. Hands on the outside of your thighs. And help your hands together. Help your legs together. From there, roll onto your right side, or whichever side will let you see me if you need to see me. Or clamshells. Okay, so for this, knees are together, feet are together, you're laying on one side, and your head is resting on whichever arm is closer to the floor. Inhale, expand your lungs. Exhale, keep your ankles together, reach your top knee away from the bottom knee. Inhale, lower top knee back down to the bottom. Exhale, keep ankles together, reach top knee up. Go for 3 more. Take responsibility for giving yourself a full breath, even when you're not guided to do so. When you finish those 3, you roll onto the other side to then do the other side. Take yourself through 5 repetitions, aiming to have a deep enough breath so that you're inhaling for about 5 seconds and you're exhaling for about 5 seconds, pairing the movement with your breath. Go for 5. Let your deep inhale descend into as much of your abdomen as you can. And after 5, go ahead and stand up. Right away. Okay. Sun salutations. Okay, especially here in the beginning of these classes, I want to make sure everybody who's following along, whether recorded or live, knows sort of the basics. So including sun salutations, what do I mean when I say warrior 1? What do I mean when I say warrior 2? Okay, so today we'll practice a few sun salutations so that we can get warmed up, get in our bodies. So stand at the front of your mat so that you have about 2/3 or 3/4 of your mat behind you. Bring your hands to meet in front of your chest. Inhale, reach your arms up, reach your rib cage up. Exhale, bend your knees slightly, float your hands down to the mat on either side of your feet. Lunge, inhale, step your left foot back as far as it can go. Exhale, lower left knee down. You have the choice to stay on the toes or lower the top of the foot down. Press through your feet, inhale, reach your torso and arms up. Keep pressing down with your legs. Don't let them go offline. Exhale, fingertips back down to the mat. Tuck your toes under with left foot. Step into a plank position. Modified chaturanga, lower knees to the mat. And then lower your chest forward, right in between your arms. Chest down, belly down. Tops of the feet on the floor. Slide your hands forward so that they're about in line with your shoulders. Then slide your hands forward another few inches. Keep your elbows bent. Inhale, lift your chest, curling it up, curving it up. Press through the centers of your hands, keeping elbows bent to arch your back. Cobra. Exhale, pull with your fingertips like you're pulling them back towards you to reach your chest forwards and down. Downward facing dog, bring your hands underneath your shoulders, toes tucked under. Press into a plank or high push-up, and then hips up and back into downward facing dog. Lunge, inhale, step left foot forward between your hands. Exhale, lower right knee down. Once again, you can lower the top of the right foot or stay on the toes. Press down with your feet to inhale, reach your arms and torso and fingertips up. Exhale, lower hands back down to the mat on either side of left foot. Step the right foot forwards this time, next to the left. Relax your torso down, reach up with your sit bones. Press through your feet, inhale, reach your torso up. Hands up. Exhale, hands to front of chest. Okay? Tree pose. Here where you are, you can practice lifting up the left foot. You can come onto the ball of the foot. Or you can lift the foot up to the calf. Or you can use your hand to help you lift the foot up to thigh. Some of you may also want to cross into half lotus. Okay. Practice 6 breaths on each side in tree pose. Your arms can be in any position, together, down, up, flailing. Take responsibility for what's going to give you stability, but also a little bit of excitement this morning. And continue to take responsibility for your deep breath. Nice. 6 breaths each side. It can be helpful in these balancing poses to fix your eyes on one spot on the floor or on the wall in front of you, which is kind of a teaching moment that when we really focus on where the hell we're going, we're so much more steady. You both have to go right at 9, right? You said? Or
Yeah.
a little bit before?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll let you go a little bit early. So we'll do, let's see, what can we do then? Okay, I know. Let's do another sun salutation and then we'll do another standing balancing pose, okay? So once you finish that, come on back to your mat for another sun salutation. Just to get us familiar with this practice of sun saluting. Standing in the front of the mat once again. Inhale, reach your arms up. This time, arch your back just a little bit. Reach your fingertips and armpits back. Exhale, forward bend. Reach hands down to the floor. Lunge, inhale. Press through the left foot. Reach back with the right foot as far as you can. Exhale, lower right knee down, top of the foot down, or stay on the ball of the feet. Inhale, reach your arms up. Reach up through your armpits. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Tuck back toes under. Inhale, step into plank. Modified chaturanga. Lower your knees down, lower your chest and belly down. Slide your hands forward to about just in front of the face, but on either side of the shoulders. Inhale, arch your back up, press through your hands, grip with your fingertips, keep elbows bent, like you're reaching your elbows back. Exhale, bring your chest down and forwards. Downward facing dog, hands underneath shoulders, press up off the mat, and then lift your hips up. Downward facing dog. Lunge, inhale, step right foot forward between the hands. Exhale, lower left knee down. Big inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Take a moment mentally to check in what comes next, and step the left foot forwards with the right. Relax your torso down. Inhale, reach arms, fingertips, elbows. Exhale, hands to center of the chest. Okay. Here you have an option for your standing poses. And actually, we probably have time for a few. Okay. So you may want to wall for this. You may want to wall for supporting you in this. First pose is standing balancing twist on a wall. Okay. For standing balancing twist, you don't have to use the wall, but you'll pick one foot up and have it on the wall. Right now I have my left foot on the wall, for example. My right hand, so the other hand, will cross to the leg so that my left arm then twists open. Okay, standing balancing twist. Let me demo both poses before you run off so that you have time to play with both, okay? The second pose is half moon on the wall. So for half moon, my left foot stays on the floor. My right foot will come up to the wall. Okay? My feet are parallel. And from there, my left hand, my left fingertips will either come to a roll, a block, or the floor. Option to lift the right arm up. You can do this on or off the wall as well. Okay, aim for 6 breaths in each pose on each side. Standing, balancing twist, and half moon. And here in these poses, play around with taking responsibility, not just for your breath, but actually making this pose feel good. And if you feel like you can achieve something in this pose, whether it's your mental focus, or a little more physical balance, or a sense of openness, pat yourself on the back. Hype yourself up, be your own hype girl.
These are good.
Yeah. I love standing balancing twist. Like it's the pose I wish I could do just like waiting in the line at the grocery store.
Yeah.
Like just foot over the counter as they're bringing me up. So after standing balancing twist, half moon. Half moon can either be on the wall or off the wall. And it may be helpful for some of you to like, when you have to get your leg up the wall, like kick it up the wall.
Oh, that's so good on me.
I love half moon on the wall as opposed to just regular half moon where your foot's not on the wall. Because you can actually like press through the wall with your foot and you can press through the floor and it's just a new sensation and it teaches you the skill of pressing through your foot, of reaching through your floating foot. Because that's actually part of the secret of this pose, is that foot is active, that leg is on. It's not just hanging out.
Wow.
Make it feel good. Be your own hype girl. Okay.
Whew.
Okay, now you've finished up either Shavasana, seated meditation, or if you have to get going, it's been a lovely practice.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you all.
Have a great day.
Yes, have a wonderful day.
Bye, babe.
Bye all.